What is going on, beautiful people? My name is Finesse from GoldBoys.com, and we back at you with another best bet video. This time for absolutely legendary card UFC 300 going down this Saturday night. And when I say legendary, I mean probably the most stat card ever, and it's probably not even close. So we got so many former champions, so many great fights on the card. It's going to be an absolutely legendary night. So you know we had to come back with you for another best bet video. Last best bet video, I had 2 units on Jean Matsumoto, and we cashed that one. So coming off a 2 unit smack, and I got another 2 unit bet for you guys. This time on a dog on the card. So I'm on a lot of dogs this card. I'm gonna give you guys my favorite dog of the card, my best bet of the card. So stay tuned for that. And before we get to our best bet, I want to shout out the sponsor to the video, Sleeper Picks. You guys hear me talk about Sleeper all the time. One of the best DFS platforms in the world, and still one of the best offers I've ever seen from any DFS platform. Up to $500 on your first deposit. So download Sleeper, use code GoldBoys at sign up, and they'll match your first deposit up to $500. Amazing offer. So shout out to Sleeper for sponsoring the video. And without further ado, let's get right into it. UFC 300 best bet. We going right to the main event of the evening. Light heavyweight championship up for grabs. 2 units. Jamal Sweet Dreams Hill money line at the time of recording plus 112 on FanDuel, right around there, widely available right around there. And yeah, I mentioned I like a lot of dogs for this card, and this is one of them. I want to start with some of the major, I guess, talking points I've heard throughout the week. First being the injury. So obviously Jamal Hill coming off a major injury. I think it was ACL, Achilles, one of those. Either way, major injury. And a lot of people talking online, oh, he's coming back too soon. Oh, he's not ready. Right? From everything that I've read, from everything I've heard from Jamal Hill and the people around him, not only is he receiving the best, medical care available by the UFC in the world, seeing the best doctors in the world, those same doctors, UFC doctors, best doctors in the world, have cleared him and they're ready to go. Modern medicine is a miracle. It's a wonder. So I'm going to listen to those people rather than, the Twitter doctors that exist on the internet. So if Jamal's stepping in there, especially an event this big, looking to get his belt back, I'm going to assume that he's ready to go 100%. The other talking point I'm hearing about, which kind of, works into the whole, leg injury, all of that stuff, is Alex's leg kicks. Obviously, devastating leg kicks, that kickboxing background. Not only devastating leg kicks, just devastating striking in general, but obviously, tool that he uses, that low, that, fast as lightning, devastating low calf kick. He uses that at every single one of his fights. And it's debilitating. It definitely gives opponents issues. In this matchup, I think there's a couple things that Jamal Hill does and will do that are going to be able to kind of combat that. The first thing is the switching stances. Jamal Hill switches stances a bunch. I think he's equally as proficient in each stance. And when you're constantly switching stances, it kind of makes it tougher to, consistently get that leg kicking game off. So I think that'll, fuck up Alex's timing a little bit, make it a little bit harder to attack the legs. And, watching tape, a lot of Alex's leg kicks, those lower calf kicks, he just throws them naked, no setups, nothing in front of him. And I think a guy as smart, as powerful, as fast, as accurate as Jamal Hill will be able to take advantage of that. We've seen Alex, countered off those leg kicks before, and I think we see it again. So those, kind of the main things I wanted to start off with: the injury, the leg kicks. Everybody's talking about that. So I favor Hill in those situations, and I just think he has other major advantages in this fight. I think he's the more dynamic striker. I think he's the faster striker. I think he's the more powerful striker. Now, those last two things may be a little bit controversial. The speed and the power. I think, first of all, I think Jamal Hill has a wider variety of weapons on her feet. We talk about leg kicks for both guys. Jamal Hill head kicks, body kicks. Litany of punches, knees in close, elbows in close. He's just so dynamic on the feet. I think Alex's game, his striking game, is more predicated upon rhythm and flow. I think he's one of the best in the world at that, doing it for so long, so much experience, finding that rhythm, finding that, that just natural flow state. I think that's what makes him so dangerous. That's what makes it look like he's so fast. But, again, we want 100% know until these guys square off in the octagon, but I expect Jamal to be, a little bit faster and more powerful. I truly believe, Jamal has that one hitter quitter, that death touch. We didn't see it in the Glover fight, but he beat the shit out of Glover. That fight should have been stopped on several occasions. So, a lot of people point to that You know, he can't get, you know, a 40-year-old Glover out of there. How is he going to get Alex out there? Two way different fights. You know, we talk about how dynamic Jamahal Hill is on the feet. You know, I think that's going to play, you know, huge dividends in this fight because of how hittable Alex is. We see it, you know, almost every single fight. You know, Yuri caught him with some good shots, but obviously mainly in the Izzy fights. You know, obviously Izzy hurts him real bad in the first fight. You know, 10 more seconds in that first round, that fight is over, and it absolutely sleeps him in the second fight. So we've seen him hurt before. You know, even a fight like the Bruno Silva fight, he ate him. You know, Alex was able to eat the bombs, but consistently getting hit with bombs, I don't think you can do that, you know, for 2, 3, 4 rounds with a guy like Jamahal Hill. So I wanted to kind of touch on the, obviously, you know, the grappling and the wrestling edge. I'm getting a lot of pushback on that. You know, obviously we've talked about these fights a bunch throughout fight week, such a big fight week. Getting some pushback on that, right? Or Jamahal don't like the wrestle. Jamahal don't like the grapple. And that's, you guys are right. That is a fact, you know, and Jamahal has talked leading up to this fight about wanting to put Alex's lights out on her feet. You know, I'm not saying he's going to look for it. I'm not saying the game plan is going to be to consistently offensive wrestle, but if Alex hurts him, I think Jamahal can bust out the grappling and the wrestling. I think, you know, if they want, maybe, you know, maybe Alex overreaches on one of his shots and they find himself in close, right? Alex crashes into range or Jamahal crashes into range. I think, you know, once they wind up close, I think Jamahal, that's where Jamahal shines, right? So Jamal's devastating once he's on top. You know, I think that's a point of contention. You know, I wouldn't be shocked if Jamahal finds himself on top, you know, landed devastating punches, devastating elbows. So, you know, the simple fact is, especially at dog money, you know, the champ never lost his belt, coming back, you know, a champion, a former champ, I guess, that I truly believe is 100% healthy and is going to have many, many advantages in this fight. You know, at plus money, you know, that's enough for me. So I think he absolutely sleeps Alex within 2 rounds. I said it once this fight was announced. You know, I've kind of maintained that prediction, and I'm seeing that shit through. I don't think Alex is going to be able to walk through that fire that Jamal's going to bring. I think Jamal's, you know, like I said, speed, accuracy, devastating power, a little bit awkwardness in there too. I don't think Alex has seen that combo of things. Obviously, fighting Izzy, you're fighting a very dynamic striker, right? But I don't think necessarily the power of Jamahal Hill. I don't think, you know, the size that Jamahal Hill is going to bring, the more natural 205er. So I just think way too many advantages at plus money. You know, Jamahal, I think, is special. That meteoric rise was not a mistake. You know, he was the champion of the world. Absolutely battered a legend in the game. Always a tough out in Glover Teixeira. So, you know, that's really it. Easy one for me. Like I said, when this fight was announced, I pretty much felt the same way that I feel right now. So that's going to do it. And new and still, but and new. Sweet dreams, getting his belt back. You know, and you know, ending this massive UFC 300 card with a bang. And that'll do it. 2 units, Jamahal, Sweet Dreams, Hill, Moneyline, UFC 300, best bet. And yeah, like I said at the top, it's going to be a crazy night of fights. I hope you guys enjoy the fights. I hope you guys are able to watch them. Definitely a historic night for the sport. So hopefully you guys cash some tickets, make a shit ton of money. If you want access to all of my plays, that'll be GoldBoys.com. Hit up GoldBoys on Twitter. And we have some April discount codes going on. So if it's your first month or you're a returning member, and you want to dip your toes back in, we'll give you a discount on your first month, hook you up there. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please like the video, helps us out a ton. Subscribe to the channel. We just passed 8,000 subscribers, so thank you all who hit the button already. And yeah, a lot of amazing content dropping on the channel every single day, every single week. So hit that subscribe button for us. And yeah, that'll do it for me. If you find yourself with a gambling problem, please be sure to call 1-800-GAMBLER. And we'll see you guys next week for another best bet video. Until then, see you when I see you. Peace.
Hey guys, thank you for watching. Guess what? Friends don't let friends watch videos without smashing the like button. So be a friend and smash the like button and ring the bell. It'll notify you when we go live. Also, if you could, press that subscribe button. More subscribers, the more bets we can get out to all of you guys. And drop your favorite bet in the comments. Take care.